Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ripple Moonwatch channel. It's Jack here with you, and today we're diving into another exciting video about XRP. Hope you're all having an amazing day wherever you are in this big, wonderful world. Let's get right into it. We're talking about XRP, and I need to start with something important from the ISO front. On July 11th, the CEO of SBI Global Asset Management made a bold statement. This is not just another crypto. This is the wealth transfer of our generation. Now think about that. Why would he say something like that if he didn't see the massive potential for XRP? The truth is, a lot of people are about to see life-changing gains in the coming months. Lives are going to be transformed. But here's the key. If you truly understand the value of XRP and what you're holding, you won't be tempted to sell, at least not yet. The real game begins when the institutions start pouring into this space. That's when things get really interesting. The price of XRP is about to move fast, and with a solid game plan, you could start building generational wealth sooner than you think. Lately, some people are saying you should sell your entire bag this cycle, claiming that this isn't the cycle where utility kicks in and pushing predictions out to 2028. But honestly, I think they've got it all wrong. Over the next 12 to 24 months, we're going to see big changes in this space. Institutional adoption is already happening, and that's going to lead to mass adoption in no time. Just look at the momentum right now. According to James Rule, XRP and recent XRP news, even Elon Musk's AI, GROK, has weighed in with predictions for a price surge. Under a bullish scenario, we could be looking at $400. A conservative estimate around 10 to 15. But if XRP adoption accelerates, and it already is, it could hit 100 to 200 in a moderate bullish scenario. Things are starting to move, even if it's just on a small scale right now, but momentum is building, and that's why I believe we could hit 3 digits faster than most people expect. In an extreme bull case, we're talking 350 to 400, especially with the global financial realignment underway. Big changes are happening behind the scenes. Just take a look at the EU. They're gearing up to roll out the digital euro. The UK is diving headfirst into stablecoins, and even the BRICS nations are quietly making progress in the background. Meanwhile, the US is still working on getting a bill passed to push innovation forward here too. XRP's price is set to move faster than anyone expects. As it happens, people will be stunned by the sheer speed of change. Why? Because the world isn't slowing down. Innovation is accelerating like never before. Ripple's RLUSD is gaining traction, while outdated bank wires are falling behind. Who wants to wait 3 to 5 days or pay ridiculous fees? No one. People are discovering a better, faster, cheaper option, and the shift has already begun. Think JP Morgan and the big banks aren't watching? Oh, they're paying attention. Banks are starting to realize they can't afford to ignore innovations like Ripple and XRP. Why? Because if they don't adapt, their customers will leave for better options. The shift is inevitable. Banks want to stay relevant, even if it means giving up the profits they currently rake in from the outdated SWIFT system. After all, happy customers are the key to survival. That's how I see it. Ripple X is leading the charge. RCAX is redefining real-world asset tokenization on the XRP ledger. Imagine transferring tokenized money market funds and UK government bonds, gilts, as collateral for FX settlement. That's now a reality. The CEO of RCAX proudly announced their collaboration with LBGT plc in Aberdeen, UK, pioneering this groundbreaking use of tokenized assets to streamline FX settlements via RCAX. Powered by Nest, their on-chain collateral transfer network, this is digital asset utility in action. And FX is just the start. Think tokenized securities, smart collateral, and beyond. The future's being built today, and the XRP ledger is ready for it. As one of its first use cases, tokenization is gaining serious momentum, and much of it is heading straight to the XRP ledger. Ripple is making bold moves, entering the EU stablecoin market by registering as a Luxembourg institution to comply with MECA regulations. I've said it before, the EU will likely roll out its central bank digital currency, the digital euro. But here's the catch. It's going to face major adoption hurdles. Why? People are wary of central bank digital currencies and the centralized control they bring. At some point, the EU might pivot to stablecoins like RLU instead. After all, stablecoins offer a more appealing alternative, keeping power closer to the people. Change is on the horizon, and people are starting to explore alternatives. This shift could pave the way for Ripple's RLEUR. It makes perfect sense, especially with the US stepping back from pursuing a central bank digital currency. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is watching closely. Exciting news, Flare Networks Firelight has opened its waitlist for an institutional-grade XRP staking platform. Built on Flare, Firelight offers secure, scalable staking infrastructure for XRP. It's great to see this momentum building. Crypto holders don't just want to sit and wait for the next bull run anymore. They want to earn, even in a bear market. Firelight is unlocking passive income opportunities for XRP holders. And the action doesn't stop there. XRP and micro XRP futures on CME hit 235 million in daily volume on July 11th, surpassing a total of 1.6 billion traded since launch. The demand for XRP is skyrocketing, and once those ETFs go live, it's going to blow people's minds. Mark my words, XRP's price could shift faster than anyone expects as a flood of money pours into this cryptocurrency. Sure, Bitcoin ETFs might steal the spotlight for now, but I don't think they'll stay on top. Even institutions are starting to move beyond Bitcoin. It's becoming the set it and forget it asset. And let's face it, that gets old. XRP, on the other hand, brings utility and innovation, making it far more exciting and useful for companies looking to do more than just hold. Imagine this: every major bank using XRP for cross-border payments. Articles often claim this scenario could push XRP to $83.33 per token. Sounds impressive, right? But let's think bigger. Cross-border payments are just the tip of the iceberg. I'm focused on the real game changers: derivatives, tokenization, and the massive flow of assets across the XRP ledger. As XRP becomes the go-to bridge for this value, $83 might just be the beginning. And here's a lesson in patience. David Schwartz once shared that he sold 40,000 ETH at $1 each to install solar panels on a house he no longer owns. Shortly after, that ETH was worth over $100 million. Moral of the story, don't cash out too early. There's always more to come. Back in 2017, no one really expected XRP to hit 384. Most people were just hoping for $1, maybe $2 if they were feeling bold. Then boom, it shocked everyone. I've got a feeling we're heading for another one of those moments this cycle. The truth is, you never want to be the person who sells too soon. Ask anyone who's done it. They'll tell you about the regret. Remember David, the guy who sold his ETH for about $1? Yeah, I bet that still stings, especially now when ETH has hit insane highs. Crypto's full of stories like that. Those what could have been moments. People post about it all the time, reliving the pain of letting go too early. Sticks with you, you know? Imagine watching something you sold for pennies turning into a fortune, worth millions or even hundreds of millions right now. Here's the thing. History tends to repeat itself. Just like in past bull runs, many XRP holders will sell too soon. Some will cash out their entire stash at $5 or $6. Others will hold out until $10 or maybe even $15. But then what happens? The price keeps climbing, leaving them wondering, what if I had held on just a little longer? Mark my words, in the future, those holding 100 XRP or even just 30 or 20 XRP could be hailed as legends. Ever wonder how many true, quote, whole coiners, unquote, are out there holding an entire Bitcoin? Not just the folks on X hyping up their fraction of the Bitcoin like it's the best thing since sliced bread, but the legends holding a full coin. They're in a league of their own, admired by many even today. Now let's talk XRP. The hate it gets, it's not really about XRP. It's about people's frustration with their own investments. When XRP is thriving and grabbing attention while their coins lag behind, it stirs up some serious self-doubt. They don't just hate on XRP, they start resenting their own portfolios and their decision not to hold XRP. That post really got me thinking. In the months ahead, so many people are going to look back and say, I wish I had bought XRP. They'll regret holding on to meme coins instead of going all in on XRP and other utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Mark my words, coins like XLM and XDC are going to surprise everyone. These ISO coins are gearing up to shock the market, big time. I truly believe this next run could be the one where these utility tokens finally reveal their true value. Cryptocurrency prices aren't where they should be, yet. Most of these coins grew during the bear market without much price action. Why? Because for now, there's nothing setting them apart from Bitcoin. But here's the game changer. Regulations. Once regulations start classifying cryptocurrencies based on their true purpose, utility versus speculation, everything will shift. When a cryptocurrency is recognized for solving real-world problems and delivering real value, that's when the tides will turn. Money will flow towards utility-driven assets, leaving speculation behind. And yes, that moment is coming. Patience, positivity, the crypto market is evolving, and when the shift happens, it'll be big. Let's stay focused, stay ready, and create wealth together. Thanks for tuning in. Your support means everything. See you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp and have an amazing night.